more artists live than have ever lived at any place in any time in history.
I'm Alexis Hupschman. You're at the Scope Hamptons Art Fair, our 20th art fair overall, our third here in East Hampton at the East Hampton Studios. So I started with as a young emerging artist looking for a young emerging art gallery. Those were hard enough to find. Started my own, and after that tried to find a big art fair to be part of, and those were hard to get into unless you had money or connections. Slowly developed into 5 years later, 20 art fairs later, second biggest art fair in the world, showing emerging contemporary art, real cross-section of culture. Of course, we've got our 55 galleries from about 20 different countries. We've also got a pretty three-dimensional, robust fair, a lot of programs, everything including sculpture, installation, video, film.
But we're also kind of trying to break down some of the boundaries in the curatorial process, where normally the curators stand above the public, and where we are allowing the visitors to the fair the opportunity to kind of choose their own progression and try and find what they are looking for.
Ultimately, the galleries that are represented at this fair are sort of our jewels in the crown from our 350 galleries we show a year, and this is really meant to be our wind down, our celebration, our relaxation. There's a well-moneyed, sophisticated connoisseurship up here, so that obviously if I said anything else than that I'd be lying.
We kind of have created this non-space, site-specific project idea, and Legion sort of exists wherever it wants to exist, and so we do different things with different artists where they develop projects specifically for different locations that are outside of gallery conventions.
So this is the work of Dawn Florence, and the name of this show is 100 Homos, and they are portraits of homosexual people from history, politics, the arts, fashion, both men and women.
Extra-institutional spatial interventions. Basically, we try and engage like urban and not atypical public.
So I'm in an awesome position with all these artists beating down my door saying, "Look at my work, look at my work." And I can take anything I want, and I look at probably 10 artists, new artists a day, and I find the ones that don't look like everyone else.
I've been casting for days and days and weeks. And it's been great though. It's been really terrific.
It's an artist called Leeway who uses his body as a site of kind of performance, the sort of charge of architecture and body, but it's kind of describing, it's sort of part action flick, part Buster Keaton. It comes from that tradition, but it's also sort of describing this kind of post 9/11 sort of condition of, the violence of architecture, vertigo, or accelerated kind of pace of life.
Things that may not always be tangible, might be a bit abstract, but ultimately, one thing I'm proud of about the art we show here, there's a lot of gravity to it. We're not looking for pretty pictures, we're really looking for something you can take home and can remind you or make you remember we're human beings after all.